Now, here's the pirate cove that I got from Outworldz. Oh, it's lovely. When you walk around, you're going to see there are all these quaint buildings, and I'll show you. They have some ships as well. And I gave it the navigation check. I can walk into most of these buildings. Let me zoom in a little bit closer here, and I can get in. But what I did find is that, okay, I walked in. This is a transparent door. And what I did find, this must be the little bread shop. Look at how lovely it is. You've got lights, you've got the ovens, you've got the bread. And I continued to walk. I thought I was leaving that bread shop. It actually came in this room. Let's see, it's got a whole setup for how they ground the flour and the machinery. I don't think any of this moves, but it's very authentically done. And what a nice job that is. Okay, there's a mill wheel there, and then I go into the bread shop itself. And what pirate cove wouldn't be right unless you had a hangman's area, and actually I won't do it now, but you can use these posed balls and you actually can get hung. I'm just for now scanning some of the other buildings that are here. Not quite sure what all of them have on the inside. I'll check a few of them, but you have a lot of different genre. Well, I guess you'd say they're all in the same genre of building, but a lot of different types of buildings within this format. And looks lovely here. I'm sure it really wasn't in real life. And I'll see if I can find out what this big building is up here. And I'll also show you the pirate pub, which is nice, but unfortunately the seats aren't working well. So I'll have to find a way around that. It looks like a lot of what you see here and why it opens quickly are actually pictures, and they're meshes. And so they open quickly, but they don't really have that possibility for interactivity. I came up the stairs to figure out what this building is, and the stairs work well. See, it looks like I can walk right in, and I think this is probably a hotel. Okay, it's got some books, which I'm sure pirates are reading. Now let's see, though, can I sit? Some of these you just can't sit. Well, yeah, I think, well, I'm sitting, but I'm not sitting on the right thing. And so I think, again, there's problems with the sits, and I'm trying to figure some way to work around. Okay, as I pull back the camera, I do notice, though, that, yeah, there is a second floor, and it has cots in it, I guess. Must have been how you slept back then. And certainly you can walk around it, you can get into it. So it's not a total image, but I'm not sure if any of these seats really work well. I think if I wanted to use one of these, I can probably take this, take it apart, take out some of these chairs and put in chairs that really work, because the building is lovely. I did a quick teleport down to the shoreline, though, and amazing. She's created a lot of ships, and you'll see a sign come up, not for sale. When you read the materials, the artist who created this has said it's all for free, but you can't make money from it. And that's really wonderful of her to make these available for free. So there are a number of ships, and I'll see whether I can get on them. But if you look around, she's got a nice shipyard here. And if I open the map, you'll see I'm down here at the shipyard. I was up earlier among the buildings, and now I'm going to see what these look like. There's some ships around, and I think they might actually be moving, and I'll see whether I can get onto them. I teleported over to one of those ships that I could see out in the ocean, and I'm actually in the ocean itself. You can say I'm in the bottom of this vessel. So I'm going to have to figure out if I can get up to the top. I couldn't figure out how to get up from the vessel, so what I did was, oh, and here goes, this looks like a phantom one. A ghost one. I went and, oh, and I see sea monsters over here. I teleported using the map to some other location, and now I'm just going to see whether I can fly in. And, oh my goodness, it looks like this one is being taken by some kind of sea monster. See if I can fly past it. Okay, I did. And now I'm going to stop flying, and oh my goodness, I can see that I've been captured by a giant squid or something. And the stairs do work, so this is quite lovely, but I think you're going to have to teach people who might visit this. Whoops, I went underwater. I don't know if I can fly out of here. Teach people how to get around in this island. So I did another map teleport and find that there are lots of beautiful plants and shrubs that I could put into my inventory to bring to some of my other island areas. I'm getting a nice view of the different ships. Whoops, a little glitch there in the land. And so I definitely would either use parts of this. Oh, interesting. Looks like a skull and crossbone. And I think that's what it really is intended to look like. So there's a lot of materials you can get from here, or use it yourself as one of your islands and figure on areas that you might want to modify or put some better seats in. It looks like a boat under construction, and I see the ghost vessel going by in the background, and here's another ship out there. So lots to explore on this island. And while I was standing there, the ghost vessel came along. I right-clicked on it so I could see what it is, and it's a ship on rotation. So yep, there's a rotation script in it, and they have it going around the island. Very clever. And if I go back here, I can see that it's available. As I said, this particular artist has been most generous, made things available, but does ask that we not resell these. That if we use them, we can share them with others, but we're not to make money from them, and that's completely fair. Her documentation says the same thing.